It's already. Okay. See what you got. Okay, y'all heard me listen to this song before. Okay, it's it's called "Is You Ready" by Amigos. Okay, bring what you got. Bring what you got. We're going to the top. Okay, this is for Leo. Summarize Venus. Welcome to my channel, Thriving Up on this Road. It's lit. Okay, I feel like I don't know, like Leo. You could be. Well, I did see some shit about reinvention. So I don't know. Maybe you feel like transition. He said hang. I don't know. And hang man. Anyway, look. Whatever I'm saying is intuitive messages. Okay, my returning viewers, stars, subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, locking in, hitting the like button, saying from the beginning to the end, telling all your friends or your peoples, and sharing the video and hitting the bell so you can be on here. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I post for all the 12 zodiac signs, also the pick cards and generators to tap in the bell. All right, there's also a lot of projections going on. A lot of projections going about. So it's really important for you to know yourself. Know yourself like a self that even though you reinvent yourself, no matter how many times, there's still like a self there or something about making sure shit's on filter 1 2 3. I don't know if you got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Just I'm looking at the word smoke. I don't know, my nigga. Okay, this is for you. Okay. Then I seen what are you clinging on to? So whatever I said, resonate. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe it's security blanket. I was kind of waiting for 144. So I don't know, take whatever I say to resonate. I trust y'all are doing well. It's a choice to make each and every day, every moment of the day. I am glad to be on here. Leo, whatever you're made for, I feel like that. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to it. Okay? I didn't write this down. I feel like whatever it is that you're made for, I don't know. I was gonna say you're worth it. I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's a like a makeup line slogan or something. But anyway, let me get some water. Make sure y'all drink your water, you're staying hydrated and aligned, mind, body, soul. Well, also niggas could be trying to knock you, saying off picture so they could take your spot and shit like that. But it's like, nah, you didn't make this. Okay. If you did, make another one. Okay. When Jay Z said it, 2 3 4. I don't know if I heard him actually say it in a song or I heard somebody say it. But anyway, you can from the Oh, so this shit is right stuff. I was wondering if this shit was somebody could be a teacher. In the song he said, I'll never ever let him take. Anyway, this is really this looks like Christmas colors. All right, so let's see. I don't know, just the fact y'all know what channel we're on. So just the fact that I wanted to play with this whiteboard and do that, I don't know, something about that. Okay, maybe you be giving lectures or something. I'm gonna be the one that they talk. I'm the one that talk about. I'm the one that envy. I mean, you could be the one that folks envy. I feel like what you gonna do? Accept it. Use the energy. I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Rebuke it. Talk to God. Ask God to take it out your life. What you gonna do? Live your life. Okay, this question is for real. All right, really, I wanted to get on here and shuffle these cards a little bit. I'm gonna get on here like give me 2 minutes. All right, everything that I'm saying right now is intuitive messages. Okay, okay. Whatever moves you're making, Leo, you could have been thinking about your. I said could have been. You could still be doing this, thinking about yourself and the people that you care about. You could be thinking about the people that you care about. You could care about them like you care about yourself. Like what you want for yourself, you want for the people that you care about, or better, whatever they want for themselves type shit. You know what I'm saying? They might not want what you want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It might not have the same value to them, but whatever, Interrow, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles type shit. But then niggas, everybody don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know. You gotta know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess everybody do want that, but maybe it's about how folks go about it. Okay. Maybe something about that. Okay. Okay. It could be differences. Well, I want to say obviously there's okay, boom. Two people have acquired something. One person has stolen it. The other person has earned it. Okay. I don't know. That's really up. Okay. I don't know. I think I was listening to another reader earlier, and there was like something about you're gonna have to pick a side. You have to pick a side instead of being like, because I feel like what's good for the spider is not good for the fly, and you just don't want to be caught on the wrong side of things. But I feel like maybe that's me speaking from somebody who's got, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you use that to not get got again, and to know how folks be thinking, especially if you're somebody who you don't think like that naturally. It's like awareness. And I'm not trying to control nobody's life, you know what I'm saying? However, there's I don't know, I feel like an energy of like unintentional role model. Like I'm not really trying to be a role model type shit, but there's really you look around, there's really nobody to look up to. And then yeah, I was feeling like um you said they want to see me broke, locked down in the county. That's how niggas want to see you. Good for them. Guess how they gonna see themselves. Anyway, look, I listened to this song on here some other time. It's called "Ice Cream" by Waka Flocka. I believe it's a diss. Okay, it's a Gucci Mane diss. I don't know what they had going on. So maybe I don't know. Maybe somebody was close to you and y'all got beef now, or something like that. However, I feel like in music and entertainment, I mean, folks talk about what they got going on in general, whether they making music or whatever it is that they're doing. I feel like that. But I'm looking. The word that's standing out to me on this chart is tears. And then what's under it is unnecessary. Unnecessary. So I don't know. Maybe somebody has some unnecessary tears going on right now. This could be you or somebody else. This is for Leo, okay? He said something about the streets know the real facts, okay? He said all of your feelings, all of your emotions. Somebody all in their feelings, all of their emotions, because the streets know the real facts. Streets know the real facts. Something about you ain't changed. Like you've been the same person since a child or something like that. Because he said the second grade. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you shuffle. I was gonna say I got two more decks. I was gonna say something about like who are you? It's for anybody. This question's for anybody. Like who are you when you got it, when you don't? Because I don't know. Maybe that puts a lot into I don't know. Hmm. Something about because I was on another video talking about potential and like action orientated kinetic energy. And there's a difference, like being in motion. And it's, I don't know. But that commercial's talking about depression. These commercials, man. I feel like they be trying to induce some shit. Anyway, this is for real. Anyway, somebody could be, I'm getting money. Somebody could be getting money with some, somebody could be, depressed, crying. I don't know. I split the deck. I'm looking at the tower card. I'm the six of swords. I feel like you avoided something. Anyway, like I'm saying, everything is in truth right now. I'm gonna talk to God. It's OJ the Juice Man. Okay. I mean, just like you see me on here right now, I seen the Ace of Wands. It's like action orientated. It's like getting something done, getting it done. It's like, well, I was gonna say like it don't matter how you feel. Like get it together, something like that. I don't know what you got going on, but that could have been what I told myself. But I'm looking at the Six of Wands, or what my answers to. But I'm looking at the Six of Wands. Something about you. in the spotlight. Okay, you got something to say. This is for Leo. Okay, at the top of the deck, I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles. Let me shuffle these cards and talk to guys. Okay, it's been a journey. I feel like it's gonna continue to be a journey. I feel like something about acceptance. As soon as you accept what could be perceived as a hard part. Now, don't get me wrong. You can have niggas in the background doing their own. I was gonna say they ones and twos. All right, yeah. I just seen a magician. I'm shuffling. All right, and that's all right. You know, saying you like that shit. Also, I was gonna say something about like putting more weights on. Maybe somebody they trying to gain muscle, they got to put more weights on. Who am I? I'm not a gym. Well, I was gonna say gym rat. Maybe I'm not a what, trainer, but maybe somebody is a trainer. I think I do know Leo that's a trainer. Let's continue. That's all intuitive, okay? So I don't know. And then I seen some type of I don't know, it was some Asian, some type of exercise or something like that. Or maybe they were talking about when you get to a certain age or something. But they was like, oh yeah, you don't want to do strenuous, heavy exercises. You want to, I don't know, you want to not do that. Something else. I don't want to say for real because I don't not. You want to do something else. I'm looking at the Hierophant. Okay. Anyway, so this for Leo. Okay. Somebody is still, I don't know, they're in the library. They're still on Google. They're still on what they say TikTok. They're still on some shit, trying to figure out. They're still opening up spell books to see what they feel like beginners. They're trying to figure out how they could get you, something like that. What's in their bag of tricks? Because they got paid for this shit. They got paid for this, or something like that. Mhm. But, somebody could have wanted you. I don't know. Well, I was gonna say Naked and Afraid. Is that a show? It's supposed to be. I don't know. Somebody could like that show. Maybe maybe somebody loved that show. Maybe like they be watching marathons of it or something like that. Take whatever says to resonate. Something about Ladybug. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle this last deck. Hey, hey. He said I give 100%, whether in the street or in the booth. Okay. He said I got so many checks I could buy all your troops. You should listen to the song though. It's about I'm getting money. I'm getting money. Don't have nothing but them hundreds. I'm getting money. Anyway, everything I'm saying could be irrelevant. Okay. Well, I'm looking at the. I had to find some room in this notebook to write. Say write my notes and shit. But I'm looking at this is for something else. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, okay. What I wrote, what I was looking at is sleeping and miss the call. Sleeping and miss the call. Okay. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have wanted you to sleep on yourself. Okay. Something about being apathetic because that's what they chose to do or something like that. But I feel like that's how somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's how they chose to do everything in their life or some shit like that. And you give 100% whether wherever you're at. Okay? Whether you're in this setting or you're in that setting. Something like that. All right. So let me see what's going on. Let me talk to God. Hold on. He said start that bitch from the two. What is this? What is this? He said started from the trap now rap. No matter where I'm at, I got crack. He said I got that crack. That's what he said at the time. And why I scratch my head like that? Somebody's on drugs. It's not funny. Or somebody's or somebody, you know what I'm saying, getting some off or something. Anyway, let me see. This really It's my favorite better, right? Anyway, yeah, that's the name of the song. Somebody's on some type of drug. Something about the streets, okay? Somebody could be like, the streets just calling me or some shit. I don't know. It just feel like playtime. No, playtime. And it's like, how you feel so comfortable playing? Like, where's your foundation? How you feel so comfortable? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta have no foundation. You have it on the inside. But I feel like these folks don't got that. So I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We talk about. Okay. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and I focus on the highest ascended truths by like, thank you so much for sending me down here. The Jews are truly. Summarize Venus, make sure we're all protected from low vibrational, demonic, oppressive energies and that clear the record text messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clear audio and clear visuals, Lord. I'm laughing because you know how they say we wrestle not against flesh. We wrestle not against what? I'm sorry. I can't. Let me drink some water. We wrestle not against flesh. We wrestle against spirits and shit. I think I heard somebody say that also this week. But here's the point. Yeah, like other people's spirits, other people, and also like I guess the ones within you. But it could be you. Check yourself, and also niggas be projecting. So I was laughing when I had prayed just now because it's like I don't know, maybe it's like commitment or whatever like that. But niggas be sending this energy, and it's like, well, I'm thinking about something sexual. A word came up. Something about they be how they be getting off and shit. Like what the fuck? It's for Leo. That is strange. I'm thinking about corn on the cob or Mexican street corn or some shit. Take whatever I say to resonate. All right, I'm gonna go work for that card. This is for Leo, Sunrise of Venus. I was gonna say this is for God. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's for God. I don't know. He said something about it's a paper or something. Okay, let's go. All black magic return back to sender. Either returns back to sender or it just makes my channel flourish, and it makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good. The energy that they send to me. So I appreciate it. So anyway, let me get a work your light card for Leo, Sunrise of Venus. Warring angels, warring ancestors come through. Maybe something about you doing. Maybe you was doing something that was not legal, and now you doing something legal. I don't know. Whoever it's for. Okay, this is for Leo, Sunrise of Venus. All right, I'm gonna take these two cards. Lamora, creating heaven on earth is happening. It's happening. So okay, let me read this card. Star seed. What lights you up? I feel like somebody. I wanted to say you living your dreams. It just seems so far fetched. Like, oh, living your dreams. But something about it being like grounded, like routine, like mundane. But it's mundane, but it's like everyday, day to day life. But you're doing shit that lights you up. You're at least finding some part of your day to do something that lights you up. If you're not living your life like this, walk. I was gonna say walk in light. Walk in light. Which y'all is the sun, ain't it? What we talking about? Okay. Let me get it, from the universe on abundance. So you being yourself, okay? What happened? Mm-hmm. And it's on. This a commercial, and it's on. In the commercial, it's it's the melody of girls just want to have fun, but it's a commercial, and it said that's all they really want, some moisture. You know, I don't know. Something about sustenance, something about spirit. Okay. It is it's Kevin Gates. He said my daughter don't love this one, so I don't know. Maybe somebody, okay, maybe somebody got a daughter. I don't really read children, but you could be an adult, okay? But anyway, let me get a card for Leo. I was gonna say Pisces. He's a Pisces, but this is for Leo. Sunrise of Venus. All right. August 2026. So happy birthday, Leo. Okay. Is it y'all Leo? Yes, it is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know what I'm thinking about? I was thinking about some Dr. Seuss. I don't know if it was the Grinch that stole Christmas, but some type of Dr. Seuss cartoon movie, and at the end of it, all of them was singing. All of them was singing, and it was like I don't know what they were singing, some type of melody. But I'm thinking about that. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. What lights you up? Whatever it is that you're doing, you bringing some light into the world. Okay, I was gonna say much needed. Okay, this is for Leo. Give me a second. Y'all mind y'all better. Y'all be trying to do stuff. You said can't be too careful. Yeah, you can't be too careful around these niggas. Okay, creating heaven on earth. For some reason, they want it to still be like purgatory on earth or hell on earth or something like that. They want people to be not clear. They don't want them to see the light. They don't want them to have no clarity or something like that. They don't want people to be lit up, or they don't want you to be lit up and let other people know that it's okay to. I was gonna say want what you want instead of being like, oh, like what you mean, like that's too much, or some shit that's too much, or like for who, or something like that. Let me see something. I want to see what's Leo's motto. In the song, he said, "Out of the trenches." What the hell I was gonna look up? Angels. I don't know. Come back. All my diamonds, cause they're really diamonds. I rebuke all third eye and crown chakra magic in the name of Jesus. Let me get enough members on abundance for Leo. Summarize everyone. Oh, yeah, y'all keywords. I will. I will. I will. You know, it really feel like something about solar plexus chakra, magic. Something about you being confident, generous, charismatic, loyal, creative, warm-hearted. And there's some other niggas in the background, bossy, arrogant, vain, stubborn, dramatic. You know, I feel like these readings be like verses. They be like verses readings, like you and whoever else is in your energy. Mm, okay, I will. I feel like it's like yeah, your willpower. Something about also, I feel like the will of God. Okay, and it said walk in the front doesn't make me an elephant or something like that. I was listening to somebody else reading. They said something about well, the person who was watching it. I guess I was watching, but they said something about you being the elephant, you being the elephant in the room, and he said something about elephant. Anyway, this is for Leo. Okay, whatever it is that lights you up, you share it with the world, and it's creating heaven on earth. I feel like you do your part, and it's lighting shit up. And you said, I really am my mind. I said, really, really. I mean, that could be about you thinking outside the box, okay? Or you thinking outside of what's been handed to you or given to you, or what niggas think you deserve, or some shit. Bitch, are you dumb? I'm about to snap. It'll be cool. I'm about to snap out because it's the people that are not contributing to themselves or to the people around them positively. Like, why they here? Why they walking around? I'm not God. You know what I'm saying? But they're the ones that's like, bitch, you don't deserve some shit. What are you talking about? I feel like, I don't know. They could feel like they don't deserve, they could not deserve shit. Okay. Anyway. Or maybe someone will gaslighting you so you can feel like that so you don't get something. Whatever. Creating heaven on earth is happening. Okay. All black magic. It's been like I'm looking at the words without higher debt. So something about debt. Something about I don't know. Somebody owing some shit. I don't know if it's about the owing or really like having somebody on a hook or some shit. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you somebody that you regularly be cutting cords and shit like that. It's like what? I don't even want to think about owing somebody something or they owe me. So, anyway, I don't know something like that. Okay, so let me get a card for Leo. Number two thirst. We said get used to each other. Turn on the lights. I'm looking up for her too. All right, and if this my ancestors coming. Let me get another thing or something. This is second time this card, maybe third. I don't know. This is sunflower, and this is Leo. Sunflower. So the great big ear to ear open mouth smiles are responsible for far more sizzling romances, salary increases, life extensions, and calorie burning than your dentists, doctors, and financial planners will ever comprehend. Show us your tonsils, the universe. I feel like something about folks being concerned about being put out of business. These dentists, doctors, financial planners, and take whatever I say is resonates. Calorie people that be on, I don't know, kind of calories, talking about they're gonna extend your life. Mm, something about you doing what lights you up that keeps you in good health, that keeps you in good standing. Okay. You doing what lights you up. That's like life. I feel like they don't want people to know this because they want to be like, nah, take this medicine, take, or deal with this extra shit. It feels like something about instead of some things got like solutions, remedies, and I don't know, something about meandering, like going around the point on intentionally to I was gonna say siphon, to take, extract. I was gonna say the jig is up. Now she ready for the world. I'm gonna read this for the love, okay? I want your energy. It take control of me. I try to go to sleep and seeing it in my dreams. I read some of these palm trees. All right. They kind of match a little bit. Anyway, let me continue. You can tell her I've been looking for with a flashlight. You can tell a nigga nothing because I got my cash right. All right, something about sovereignty and being able to tell you what to do. Now, this is for Leo. The secret to getting rich, and this, however it is that you're moving, it could be like, you could be, I want to say, influencing people on a whole. What lights you up? Like creating heaven on earth, like heaven on earth that everyone can share, even though everyone could have a different definition of what heaven on earth is. I don't know if it's anarchy. Okay, I don't know. I'm not trying to be controversial. I was gonna say within reason. The folks that be acting crazy. Oh yeah, I was doing another reading and I had lost my train of thought. And I don't know if you was here watching it, but if you was here, what I was saying is that if they was like, oh, crack cocaine is legal, I'm not gonna run out and start, you know what I'm saying, fucking with it just because it's legal now. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should have gave you the first point, but here's the point. The point is something about like everybody got choices, how they move and how they doing their life. Let me drink some water. Oh, third eye, oh, time chakra magic. Return back to sender. If y'all put them 2 points together, it's gonna make sense. I feel like it didn't make any sense when I said it. But anyway, look, this is for well, I was gonna say Cancer. This is for Leo. Maybe you're a customer. The secret to getting rich is knowing that you already are and then acting like it. Do tell me who manages your assets and those gems. Are they real? See you in Canis the universe. When I read this card, I felt a feeling of there was people around you that was acting like they got it, acting like from the outside looking in. It's like you said, from the outside looking in. They was acting like they had it, they got it, or something like that. And really, what they was doing, they called themselves managing your assets. And that's what I feel like. Okay, something about jewels, jewelry. Now, okay, let me tell you something. I was I'm from up top, right? So then I had moved and I was down south for a little bit. A little bit is like 10 years, okay? On my own, for the most part. Okay, for the most part. You know what I'm saying, money? Anyway, some shit going on, you know what I'm saying? I had invited my mom to my house and then, you know what I'm saying, next thing, shit started you said, look at my candle still lit. Shit fell apart. And that was just the beginning. Okay, it was some bullshit. And y'all probably was on here on the internet watching. But anyway, you said a lot of niggas act like they cool with you, but a lot of niggas be transformers. Okay, she was talking to me like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like I'm not the one fucking up your life, fucking up your finances, trying to fuck up shit, trying to make your life extra hard and shit like that. Ah. And then anyway, 3113 called herself like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you out. Ah. And then I came over here and something about she watched me. She watched me on the internet. She know I'm into talking about the universe and God and spirituality and shit like that. So she on some fake, like you a fake bitch. Anyway, this what happened. Maybe it's relevant to something, but she had some jewelry. It's a secret you was like anyway. She had some jewelry like jade, like the Hamza, like like evil eye, like necklaces and shit like that. She showed it to me. She showed like she got it. She got the jewelry box and then she sat on her bed like, oh yeah, let me show you. This is I don't even think I just got back. I just finished traveling. I just got to where I got to my destination. And I don't even know if I dropped my bag yet. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she's showing me this. And she's like, oh yeah, let me show. And then it's like, I'm looking at it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like, well, I thought you was Christian. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you was into this shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then anyway, she was like, she just showed it to me, and then she just kind of put it up like on some Cinderella shit. Like, bitch, you can see it, but you can't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like on some mean older sister type shit. Okay. She was acting like she was rich or something. I don't know what she was acting like. Okay. Also, I remember another time she was going to work. Who knows if she was really going to work at the time. But anyway, I don't know what all this got to do. Maybe I'm just running my mouth. Maybe I just want to talk. But anyway, I don't care. But anyway, she I remember like when I was going to school and if I had some shit, you know when you go to school and you bring some shit that you're not really supposed to bring to school and you kind of excited. Like I remember I was young, I had my Game Boy Color and I had brought it to school and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like playing it, showing the people that I fucked with at the time. She had some shit. She had some big ass ring, some big ass blue ring. And she had it on and it's like she was working in the restaurant business. So really you want to wear minimal jewelry because you don't want that shit to get mixed in, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Food people is eating and shit. She had this big ass rock on her hand, like it's just you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. This is not about I was gonna say facts. This is my opinion. I thought it was tacky. But you know what I'm saying? I did shit like that when I was young, going to school and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool. Let me show somebody. Let me show. But I remember sitting on the stoop or standing on the stoop, and I was looking at like something's going on. And something's fishy because I had never all the 20, 30 years that she'd been going to work or whatever the fuck. I don't know what this is about. Maybe this is a reading for Leo, maybe it's not. But I was gonna say that I really had thought highly of her growing up. You know what I'm saying? I really thought highly of her. And I thought she was somebody like about her business. You know what I'm saying? And I gained that impression. She was acting like it, and she sold the story. She sold the story. I don't know, but you could have had somebody. This is somebody that wanted to dim your light. Somebody that didn't want to see you smile. So I don't know. Some rapper got some songs about. No, I'm thinking about. I'm gonna love you better if you feel me understood. I'm gonna love you better. I don't know, baby. I picked these cards up and I'm looking at the star. All right, the star, Aquarius energy. I'm gonna shuffle and get some cards though for real. Something about you shining. You know, niggas getting some type of something good off of you shining or something like that, or trying to dim your light, or trying to have you not create heaven on earth for yourself. What I was gonna say is, well, I didn't want to say it. Let me see. He said my dog would probably do it for a Louis belt. My dog would probably do it for some material shit. He don't know nothing else. I try to show him. The wheel, seven of swords. It's sicko mode. Okay. Travis Scott and Drake. Okay, so this for Leo. Okay. And also somebody, like I said, your confidence. You could have been not acting like you're that girl, you're that guy. As a kid say that. Something about that affecting your, yeah, your star energy. Your that affecting your money, maybe your health. Okay. I'm in America, right? The last time I went to the dentist, he was like, "Yo, like when you gonna start doing?" I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, "Yo, like when you gonna start doing these Colgate commercials?" But I'm I'm for real, I'm dead ass. But anyway, maybe something about that, like, and mm, like and he also told me though, he said that, and he found that people that's from Africa, they got the best teeth, and they don't be using all that extra different. It'd be different toothpastes like it's got in America. You know what I'm saying? And people still be getting cavities and shit. And I'd be wondering, like, did they have cavities on and like teeth problems back in the day? I mean, I guess they did. Something about teeth, okay? Something about speaking. Something about the drugs. Like maybe somebody teeth don't got no teeth because of drugs. So I don't know, my nigga. Maybe all they got is tonsils. I don't know, my nigga. Maybe they just be doing sexual stuff, and they be that's supposed to be like some type of that's supposed to be some type of like that's supposed to be some type of like that's supposed to be some. Let me try to keep that. That's supposed to be some type of like I don't know. Turn on. Look, Ace of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. That's supposed to be some type of appeal. Like I ain't got no teeth or some shit. Or some shit. I don't know. But I'm looking at the Page of Cups and the Sun card. Okay, somebody could be in love with who you are. Okay, I was like Page of Cups and the Sun card. That was in the Sun card. Yeah, and I see the lovers. Somebody's in love with who you are. How you be lighting shit up. Like a light. Okay. I feel like you're lovable, you're loving. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let me get two cards right quick for Leo. You said cup down, a black made it right. Maybe somebody's making it right. Maybe somebody's walking down. You said it's on site. Listen, stay in your P's and Q's. But I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles that came out. Okay. Looking good, smelling good, everything good. It's all there. You chilling. Okay. What is this? See, I don't remember setting no lost my respect, United Threat. I don't remember setting no timer. Maybe my angel said it. Because they're like, bitch, you're not doing this no more. You're not doing an hour and a half readings. And niggas acting like nobody's watching you. But I split the deck. I'm looking at the nine of cups. Okay, nine nine. Something about like you're okay. The secret to getting rich is knowing that you already are and then acting like it. All right. If you already know that you're rich and you was acting like it, okay. So boom. You wouldn't be acting like you gotta go get it. You would act like you already got it. You know what I'm saying? Something about you said keep that on you said keep that shit on lock. You know that shit is life. You said a backward boot. Something about you staying refreshed, you not overworking yourself, you doing what lights you up. Yeah, something about struggle, not struggling. Okay, it's a state of mind. Okay, because you could have bread or you could not have no money. Okay, because the way my mama when I had got back in contact in her face in front of her, she just gave me the impression that she's she don't got it. Okay, like she don't got it, and it's like what? I don't know. Like she had something, you know what I'm saying? Take care of what you got. Maybe she didn't have shit. Oh, for real. Who fucking knows? I know that whole was upset about it. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about Leo. I'm looking at judgment, okay? I'm looking at the world card. I don't know. Pulling the rug. I don't know. The curtain is scratching. I mean, the curtain. The curtain's closed. Okay. Somebody had put on a good show. It's quiet for this. I was gonna say this actor. I was gonna say this clown. I was gonna say this clout chaser. I don't understand what the clout is about. Like, you can't take that shit to the bank. Like, nigga, what is that? Maybe that's something like you already got it, so you don't even care. Anyway, this is for Leo. At the top of the deck, I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords and Temperance. Okay, you're mindful. I'll just pull all these cards from the top. You're mindful of how you use your time, money, and energy. You're determined. You're on mission. Somebody is sad. People are sad every day, B. What happened? They sad doing something hidden. Some type of moon hocus pocus. They want. I feel like they want you to give a fuck about. He said something about I don't know. I heard something about not giving a fuck and something about on your turf or something like that. This song is called Pardon. I beg your pardon. T.I. Anyway, we said anybody that don't like it, fuck them. Make it a little money, then dump 'em. All right. Something about you getting your financial independence and you cutting the toxicity because you don't got to deal with it. And, and I feel like you're on mission for God. Okay, you about your father's business. I feel like that's what I'm thinking about. Martin and how Tommy. There was like Tommy. The joke on the show was that he didn't have no job, and I think one episode they was trying to follow him around to see where he be going, and or they might have just asked him. They might have asked him or something like that, and he said something about he be going about his father's business. But I might have looked it up, and they said his job really I know. I think 4411. I think he never really told niggas, but that's what he would say or something like that about his father's business. I feel like you are about your father's business. However, it is that you're compensated 4222. However, it is that you're compensated, I feel like in the song he said something about handout, okay? Because I'm looking at the high priestess and the queen of pentacles and the wheel of fortune. I'm looking at the two of swords and the fool, knight of wands. He said, never in my feelings about God. I don't know, but I'm looking at the Two of Swords, the Full card, and the Knight of Wands. somebody sees how you've grown, how you have developed within yourself, if they wanted to grow and develop within themselves, they would have to start over. They don't know themselves. You had at one point in time you didn't know yourself. You could still be learning yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. And I don't know, but I don't know what he said in the song, but something about having something under control. That's what I felt like he said. So I'm like, I don't know. He might have not said nothing like that at all. But anyway, something about somebody's been foolish and they just been using themselves, using their bodies. It could be a fire sign, the Fool card and the Knight of Wands, fire. Okay. He said that this shit so long is getting boring. I mean, you could have been on a cycle with these folks or something like that. It could have got boring to you or something. Hmm. I'm looking at the four. He said something about blocking your path. All right, I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles, the Sun card. I'm looking at the Ten of Cups. I don't know. It was folks that had a lot of shit to say. Okay, Four of Cups. There could be people that don't want to hear what they got to say. Maybe somebody in particular that does not want to hear what somebody got to say. All right. Let me see. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say. I'm pretty sure I got something for what I was talking about. He said, "Hold up, wait. Life's great. Hold up, wait. I stayed." Or some shit is future song. All right. I feel like God's got you in a high position. This could be in the 3D, 4D, 5D. There's some other energy that's around you that I don't know. They drowning. Do you know why? Because they didn't create their heaven on earth, and they're not a part of yours. And anything that they was trying to create, they wasn't trying to create you. They were trying to steal. That didn't last. So if they want something that lasts, they got to start in the beginning. Maybe they need to open their Bible, okay, for real. Because what in the world doing this hocus pocus like this? Not the fact that they're doing this hocus pocus, and yeah, they trying to have you not lit up. They're trying to have you not good on your heaven on earth or some shit like that. They're not living. They're not living. I don't know. I was gonna say they're not living the life God had for them. You still alive. You could still. No, you don't. No, you don't want to do that. It's too hard. You niggas losing sleep, losing health, losing lives, losing limbs, and you getting right and repenting and talking to God and doing shit the right way is hard. Dirt. Niggas is possessed for. They possessed for. I feel like that or something. They delusional. Something about how they've been acting. They've been acting some way, some type of acting with some type of lie for so long that I don't know. They missed the boat. They missed the ship or something like that. I'm thinking about Jack Nicholson. I don't know why, but look at this one. I'm thinking about Jack Nicholson. You know, he be playing like zany, scary characters sometimes. Um, I was thinking about The Shining. Okay. This shining. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Maybe somebody see that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, all right. Also, there'd be this energy of like niggas being idle or something like that. We're not getting no money. We're not. You know what I'm saying? But I did see some type of somebody community post, some spiritual community post. Somebody that anyway, they said that wanting to be comforted or comfortable, that's from your mother, and your action, taking action, is from your father. So I don't know, something about that, something about that, like folks, something about mother, because I seen something about healing divine masculine, something about mother wounds, father wounds, you walking it like you talk it, something about, mm, I don't know. But as long as I could remember when I was young, my daddy was always getting to it. Okay, getting one job in the morning, one job in the night. Had his own restaurant. You know what I'm saying? He was doing this and doing that. Okay, I think he was a moon in Gemini or something like that. But anyway, mhm. Also, I was thinking this too. Like anytime, I mean, if people was on the outside looking in, I was a daddy's girl. Okay, when I was around my cousins, they was making fun of me. They was like, "Daddy, can I get some money?" And he had just gave us money, but he just, you know what I'm saying? Something about that, because he's on the other side right now. But I was gonna say that whatever I'm saying, it could resonate with you. Okay, there's something about folks around you using assets that do not belong to them. And when my daddy was not when my daddy was here, he was always sticking some money in my hand. Okay, I have dreams. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, and then when I asked my mother, like, oh, what happened to the bread or whatever, like that, because insurance or whatever, like that. Oh, everything wasn't paid off. I had to use it to pay everything off. However many thousands, a high amount of thousands. Okay, 80,000. The point is, and also she was upset. She was upset answering. People that be like abusive people, narcissistic people, that they don't want to speak about some shit, they get upset and shit like that. It's like we having a simple conversation, and she was always talking about, oh, like how my dad didn't put her on to what was going on with finances, shit like that. But it's like you're not gonna put your children on. So, and you're getting older. You was getting older. You was getting senile. You want nobody to help you. Your kids that you had raised to the best of your ability. Anyway, look, listen, bitch. Somebody wanted, I don't know, they wanted to be better so bad. Okay? Or something like that. All right, take whatever I says resonates. I feel a little bit like, I feel like whatever I said, I felt like I had to say it. Okay? This could be a little bit of story time, but it could resonate with somebody or whatever like that. Something about you been somebody that you've been getting to it. You've been getting to it. I wanted to say, ain't nobody give you shit. And then when I said, I don't know, that's some type of story or narrative that people, I don't know, people, that could be your story or narrative. It is what it is, okay? This for Leo. Anywho, somebody is foolish, okay? They could have been a party of heaven on earth, but they wanted to bring hell and chaos. So that was not happening. Now it's just a lot more you more together, you more stable with these folks out of your life. Out of your life. You smiling and shit. I remember being around my mother and she was like, I was like maybe 17 or 16. I think I was going on a college trip or some shit. And she was like, I don't know what was wrong with me. Maybe I was on my cycle or some shit. But she was like, are you depressed? And the way she said it, it was so cold. It was so like, yeah, bitch, like tell me tell me you're depressed, like a sick bitch. Anyway, I'm looking at Portal of Light. Hmm. I was gonna say something about trying to get you. He said trying to check us. Okay, the next could be trying to check you. I was gonna say something about trying to open portals to bring darkness into your life. Because at that time when she said that, I didn't go to college yet, so I didn't go to college for social work yet. I didn't learn about narcissism and shit like that. 55, 33. I didn't know what depression was. The fuck? She could have asked me that shit when I was 5 years old. The fuck? You asked me that when I was 17, bitch. Mm-hmm. But something about maybe something about something being part of a personality, or I don't know. Me, I always like to laugh and shit. But anyway, this is for get in your bag. Get in your bag. Get in your bag, all right, Leo? Get in your bag. I was gonna say all gas, no brakes. Whatever lights you up, okay? And your confidence. You said you went from a dime to a quarter. I don't know. Maybe some of your value increased or something. Now this is for Leo. Summarize this. Let me get one card for Leo. Summarize this. One angels, one ancestors come through. Something about niggas living their own lives. Okay. I don't know. Because my mother, she was like a micromanaging helicopter parent. Okay. Always in some shit. Always in my shit. Okay. No, my Mrs. J. I need a custom mom if I need her. All right. Now, this is all my personal opinion and shit like that. If you don't like how it's, what I'm saying, talk about you, like in my perception, then you should have been a better person. The fuck? You said that? Cat Williams. You said some shit like, anyway, look. Divine destiny. This your destiny, Leo. The divine warrior is within you on the inside, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. Somebody, a cause. You got a cause that's bigger than you, bigger than you and I don't know. But it's bigger than you, is bigger than me, is bigger than all the niggas out. I don't know. He says somebody in my main room or something. I don't know, but hmm it's look up. So what's this say? It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine, giving it to God. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. To myself, like I need help. Something about whatever these folks was trying to acquire, they're ill equipped for it anyway. The fuck? That's why if they had it, they can't keep it. Okay. Whatever it is that I mean, this could be something that somebody gave you or something you earned yourself. Okay. In this commercial, who said in the commercial, let me write it down. They said, never uniform, always you, follows their own lead, true to themselves. That could be relevant. That's what you're doing. That's what you've been doing. Okay. That's the type of person you are. Okay. I don't know. Whatever these folks be doing, I feel like it's a part of it. And I don't know. I just feel like energy of like they don't understand. They don't know. They don't understand because they be stealing. They wanted to steal before you could acquire anything. He said something about a winner. No, no, we never losing. He said, I'm nothing like these niggas. Something, something about illusion. Anyway, That song is called "Bad Influence" by Wiz Khalifa. Okay, so I don't know. These things is bad influences or some shit. Or some shit. Maybe you a positive influence for folks. Okay, these folks is not a good influence. You decide to be a positive influence for yourself. You seeked it out. Oh, my mom and my daddy didn't show me this. Happiness, peace, consistent happiness, peace, contentment. Let me seek it out myself. Something about the name Jesus. Whatever you tap into, bro. Yeah. What lights you up? These folks, they wanted you to live like a dead life, like and be dead on the inside and do shit that don't light you up. You just living day to day. There's some shit like that instead of embracing the moment, like enjoying the moment. I don't know if these things was enjoying moments on your energy or whatever, but divine destiny, they wanted your path. They was acting like it, but they wasn't. Shit wasn't matching up. I wouldn't say for them to have it, but I don't feel like that. I feel like I feel like divine destiny. I don't know. I feel like folks, if they follow their path, maybe they would be right along with you doing some shit they supposed to be doing. Not necessarily. Maybe they could be doing something way that's way similar, very close to what you do. However, they're not in your shoes, in your energy, in your essence. That's a no no. Mm, peace out. That's weird. Appreciate y'all tuning in. There's 200 niggas in here. Hit the like button. All beauty magic. Turn back to Sunday. And until we ever talk to that shit, okay? Later. So, I was gonna say just like in there. Some that's in the consciousness, okay? Later on, y'all. I actually heard that song though, like outside today. Anyway, later.